I have a question for you.
Yes, honey.
Do you think it's unfair that I tell my friends not to be friends with you and that I tell you not to be friends with my friends?
I think it's completely unfair.
What?
It's completely unfair that people judge us for wanting that kind of dynamic.
So let's clarify something. I do not tell my husband not to be friends with my friends. And I don't tell my friends that they can't be friends with my husband.
Yes.
Can you explain that further?
Basically, in Islam, we're not supposed to keep friends of the opposite sex. So I wouldn't have friends who are female. Mubina wouldn't have friends who are male. I've had that dynamic in the past before I was Muslim, but I'm a lot more comfortable now after converting to Islam. Having this kind of dynamic, I don't need to be friends with your friends. We can still be polite to each other. We can still greet each other, say salam, how are you? But then that's it. We just keep it to the point. We don't need to have extra personal exchanges or anything like that.
It wouldn't be like to the point of a friendship. And let's also clarify something. My non-Muslim female friends also understand this about me. And it's not that I tell them not to be friends with my husband. It's just that they don't have this type of interaction. Like my husband just wouldn't interact with them in that kind of way.
Yes.
To build a friendship. So it just never gets to the point of becoming a friendship because this is just the standard that we have. This is what we follow. And I'm so confused. Why are y'all freaking out that we live like this?
I feel like part of it's because society makes people think that there's no boundary between men and women. And that's okay if you guys have that dynamic. That's up to you. But in our religion, we're not supposed to have that dynamic. And as someone who's been through both sides of things, I can say I'm quite comfortable, and actually a lot more comfortable now. Yeah, you can still, keep your respect within your relationship, and some people may have a friend, but there's always that risk that it just, feelings can get mixed and other things can happen, which can make the relationship kind of awkward. So to keep things very simple, like if you have a friend over, I'm staying in my room, I don't need to interact with your friend.
Exactly.
It's just all my focus is on my wife. I'm happy like that. She's happy like that. So why do people have a problem with this kind of dynamic if we're happy and comfortable like this? I don't understand.
I don't understand either. And also, I want to say that if there's a couple over at our house and we're all sitting in one room, my husband would interact more with the man and I would interact more with the woman. But it's not that I can never ever answer the man if he talks to me. If he asks me a question, I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll answer you. But it won't be to the point where I'm like voluntarily going out of my way to ask him questions or to like ask him how his life is. Like that's not how it would be for us.
Or to go like sit alone with him in a room. We don't do that stuff.
Like we don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
So this is just the way we live, guys. We're not telling you to do this stuff.
We understand that it is kind of an unusual dynamic for a lot of you guys to see like men not having friends who are women and vice versa, but it's completely okay. We're happy like this. We just ask for like a level of respect in return because we respect that you guys have your way of doing things. We have our way of doing things as well.
This does help a little bit because now I don't have to be jealous over who my husband's talking to. Okay, I don't have to worry about whether he's going out of his way talking to like my female friends. We don't have any of these worries anymore.
Or like hanging out alone with them, like going on like to hang out at the mall with them or anything. We don't have that kind of issue. We never have to worry about this stuff.
And that's not the reason why we're not friends with the opposite gender, right? But this is actually like helpful.
It's like a additional benefit.
Yeah, it's like a benefit sort of thing. So it does have benefits. And I like that.
Keeps it simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. That's the type of life we like to live, and it's fun. Okay, it's simple. I don't have to worry about these things. Like I have enough to worry about with this guy.
Snap.
Anyway, guys, let us know what you think in the comments about this.
One question I'm genuinely curious about. Do you guys who have friends of the opposite sex, do you think you could live this way if you had like a reason to? Do you think it would work for you to just have friends of the same sex? I'd be curious to know.
That would be really interesting to know.
Let us know.